Happy holidays? Okay, good, just checking. James?
There's a lot of people
James,
back
I don't
here.
care if you had a good holiday or not. No, I'm kidding, I love James. He got me good earlier, so I just give him, I tease him so much. He knows I love him. Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
How was your Christmas?
It was very good. We had a very quiet Christmas. So.
Did you really?
Yeah, everybody came over on Christmas Eve, so Christmas Day.
Isn't that kind of nice?
We could do whatever we wanted.
I had a blowout party Christmas Eve, and it was nice and quiet Christmas Day.
I love to see. I think we're going to do this every year.
I kind of liked it that way. All right, enough of that. Hope your holidays were really good. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, by the way, too, as well. I'm going to include everybody. But we got to talk about the FixMeStick, and it's fun because you brought the HP with you. But this is really an awesome item, and I love it because, you know, Joe, with the advancement of technology in computers, it is so amazing. We've been talking about FixMeSticks for how many years now? Like
6 years.
6 years, okay.
Over 1 million computers have been protected here from FixMeStick.
Okay, so here's the thing. It is amazing how much more advanced cybersecurity has been, what's the word I'm looking for? Like hit upon. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Cybersecurity should be utmost in most people's mind.
100%. And when you talk about it's companies that are taken down by a single virus,
they're held hostage.
Yes, ransomware. Like last year, there was
literally ransomware for companies are paying millions of dollars for these people to release their systems back to them, and they can't do a darn thing about it.
Hospitals happened to the entire Southeast, the Gulf supply or the gas supply from last year was held ransom.
And it's because of software virus.
You're right, exactly right. But the reason why it's getting smarter, like it's getting more dangerous, is that viruses used to constantly attack your computer. So when you ran your antivirus, it was easy to catch. Like you always saw, it was like a burglar who was always robbing. You're gonna catch them all the time. But with an antivirus, the new versions of it, they're only active every once in a while. Like when you click on a certain program, when you go to a certain website, when you open up a certain file, that's when those viruses attack, and that's why it's really hard for your antivirus to catch it. So the team from FixMeStick, they actually designed this because they knew the problem was starting to get out of hand. Your antivirus that you've been trusting for decades, it only scans the active files, which are about 10% of the hard drive. FixMeStick is the only product of its kind that scans 100% of the files. So it's going to catch that file whether it's doing harm now or whether it's sleeping, waiting for you to click on a program. It is the only program out there that will do this. And it doesn't just scan it once, it actually scans it 3 times. So what happens is when you get a brand new computer, that brand new computer is fast, it's fresh, it's clean right out of the box. You love it because it is so quick. But then you start getting online. Then you start checking your email. Then people are sending you files. That's when viruses come into your system and it causes harm. Well, every time you use the FixMeStick, it takes every file that's on your computer and runs it through the scanner. Runs it through the first scanner, runs it through the second scanner, then runs it through the third scanner. If it sees that it's a bad file, it will physically remove it from your computer. There's no other program that does it other than FixMeStick. Because if you find a virus with your antivirus program, what it does is it puts it in a bubble, a quarantine bubble, and that bubble still lives on your computer. When you run FixMeStick, it physically removes it from your computer. And when you do that, it brings the speed back to your computer. It makes the boot up times faster, makes the internet faster, makes accessing your files faster because you're cleaning it out. So your antivirus is like brushing your teeth. You do that a couple times a day, but then this is like going to the dentist for that deep clean that's really gonna keep everything fast and fresh and clean. And the great thing about this, Suzanne, is that ever since we launched this here at HSN, it's been exclusively lifetime of use for HSN customers only. Anywhere else you buy it, it's one computer for 1 year for $59. Here by far is the best price in the country. And if you take it to repair shop, then one of the largest repair shops cost around $150 to do a deep clean on the computer. And then here's the catch. You come home, you get back online, and you get a virus again.
It pollutes it again.
And exactly, you wasted your money. Or what you can do is you run your FixMeStick. So not only is it saving you money, not only is it lasting for a lifetime, but this is also the version that's good for PC and for Mac. So because Macs can also get viruses too. And so it's pretty much, it works on any computer that was made in the last 15 years.
And it's a single computer or?
6 computers.
6, yeah.
Are protected for a lifetime.
Let's explain that again. 6 computers. So it can be your computer, you can hand it to your son, and he can do it his, daughter, you can do it a neighbor. It doesn't matter which 6 computers, right?
No, it knows. It knows whether you plug it into a PC, it knows whether you plug it into a Mac, it knows if this is the first one or this is the 6th computer you plugged it in. And all it is a simple stick. And if you're thinking, I don't know anything about computers, I don't understand how am I going to be able to do this, there are 3 steps to doing this. Step 1 is you plug this into your USB port. And if you know what a USB port looks like. You've been plugging your printers in there, your scanners, your Cricut, so many things. Physically plug it in step 1. Step 2 is you hit the run FixMeStick software. Then step 3 is you wait 2 to 3 hours because this does a deep clean. And this scans every file 3 times. This is not like a quick scan like your antivirus where it takes like 10 or 15 minutes.
Wow.
This is going to take hours because it's going to make sure your system is secure.
And here's what I would say about FixMeStick too. A lot of you say, well, you know what, my computer's really starting to bite the dust and I don't know what's in there. It's kind of a hot mess, what have you. And so I always say this, if you're thinking about getting a new computer because you think your old one is just really old and just become outdated and slow, maybe it is, and I got that answer for you with Joe in just a couple minutes. But here's what I recommend, try this first. So you get it at home, try it. If it doesn't speed up your computer and make it sort of clean again, freshen it up, then send it back, we'll refund your money. But I always say, you know, you could spend several $100s buying a new laptop or a new desktop or computer. Why don't you just try this first and see how it works for you? If it doesn't speed it up, then buy the new computer. If it does, you're like, hey, that really worked, and you saved a ton of money. So here's what we're doing. This is on sale right now, and normally this is basically almost $200. So it's a nice $120 savings if you're buying it from us right now. We also have free shipping, and I think that's key because this is not over $75. So you are getting free shipping, and again, you're getting 4 flex pays. You can get this home for $17.50. And believe it or not, even this can be returned, which is great because we have our return policy is now the end of January. So try it on your computer. If you don't love it, you can send it back, but I think you're gonna see a dramatic difference. I mean, really a big difference.
Oh, it absolutely gives you a...
But I have a question. What say you don't have an antivirus on your computer?
Right.
Is that gonna still find the bad stuff?
If you don't have what, antivirus?
Like a typical antivirus.
If you don't have antivirus on your computer, it'll still find, like this, find all the bad stuff.
I will, okay, so it still does.
You're only scanning this every time you plug this in. So a lot of people run it once a week.
Okay.
You should keep your antivirus. It's like a first line of defense.
Okay.
It catches the dumber viruses, but this catches all those smarter viruses that are out there. And
but it'll catch the dumb ones too,
It catches
right?
the dumb ones too.
Okay.
And to me, I always tell people, if you think this is too good to be true, what you do is you run your antivirus first.
Okay.
Because you've trusted that forever. And now run FixMeStick.
Oh, interesting.
See what it's missed. And then this is what happens. It gives you a long list.
Oh, you can actually see what it's found?
Right, like you just had the Roomba. It shows you all the dirt, all the crap, all the stuff that's in there that your antivirus has missed.
That's great.
It shows it all right there. So now you can see, oh yeah, it's really catching stuff.
That's amazing. It's like a super deep clean, like it would be.
It truly is a super deep clean.
Like a broom versus the Roomba.
That's exactly right. And the other scary thing about it is not only viruses were first designed to slow down your computer, steal your files, lock it down. But now most viruses are designed to steal your identity. And this is where it gets really scary. There's viruses called keylogger viruses where they don't slow down your computer at all. They only wake up when you're typing in your social, when you're typing your credit card number, when you're typing personal information, like they can program it for what they're looking for.
What?
It takes 4 seconds on average to get your information from your computer to whoever created it, because your computer's connected to the internet.
Right.
It's like sending somebody just a quick little email, now they have your data. In 2019, the #1 way people had their identity stolen was from a virus on your computer.
No way.
That's why you get all these fishy emails. That's why you get these weird pop-up ads. That's why you get all these, your password's been compromised. It's because you're typing and you don't realize somebody's capturing your password. Somebody's capturing your information. How many times you're on Facebook and your friend's like, don't open up your message for me, I got hacked. Well, that's what it is. A keylogger is literally watching every single stroke, and it's like having a bad guy over your shoulder watching you type. And if you don't have FixMeStick, because FixMeStick scans every files, it's a very easy virus to get in, and your antivirus doesn't even see it. So not only protecting your computer, we're protecting your identity. Like, we're protecting your credit. We're protecting all that vital information. So it really is a must-have if you have a computer whatsoever. But then the other piece we're giving you is something called StartMeStick. Now, this is great for all those computers that don't work anymore. Like for me, I have a lot of old computers that have my personal information on there. I don't want to get rid of them. But Microsoft doesn't support Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. Apple doesn't support a lot of the old OSs. So the hard drive still works, the screen still works, the keyboard still works. It's the software that doesn't. So you plug this into the USB port and it boots up from the software in here. So now I can get online, I can check my email, and get on YouTube, I can do my banking, I can do all the stuff that I want. I'm bringing that computer back to life, and all I am is plugging this into the USB port.
Wait, explain that again. let's say I got a dusty old computer that's got a DVD player on it that I really would like to use to play a DVD.
No problem.
On my wedding.
Yeah, all you do is you just plug this into the side.
How does it bypass the software?
Because it actually boots up to this first. And it's like it has its own little operating system already on here. It is really.
Is that for 6 computers or only one?
It's good for any computer for a lifetime because you have to have this plugged in every time you use it.
That's crazy. So if you have an old computer that's collecting dust and you want to start using it again, get this configuration for that.
I have a gateway, the last gateway I sold, 2012. Like it is, I mean, the operating system's 10 years old. It doesn't work anymore. I turn it on, goes to a blue screen. I plug this in, and it boots up to this. And like I said.
And you can work it, you can
work on it. You can do your emails, you can do your banking. It's actually a safer way. We do a lot of our finances on there because when you have to have this plugged in, and because it's plugged in, you can't download a virus to it. There's nothing to download to it. So now I don't have to worry about somebody grabbing my information, my financial information, because it is a more secure way of doing things. So I love it because it's a 1-2 punch. You get all those old laptops you have sitting sitting in a closet and bring them out and actually use them again. That's like
really
if you have somebody come over, like I need to use a computer.
Or maybe you got a younger kid and you don't want them on your really expensive laptop you just bought for Christmas or whatever. You could get an old one, plug that in, and they could use it. It's
any computer with a USB port. Now USB ports were designed back in 2001.
Really?
So, I mean, it could be a 20-year-old computer. It might be a big computer, you know, it might be a big desktop.
It might weigh 10,000 pounds, but get that baby out.
But that's it. It's a simple thing where you plug it in.
Okay, wait, I have a question too.
Sure.
Okay, now let's say I have a desktop.
Right.
They both work on desktops?
Both work on desktop. Anything with a USB port. So PC or Mac. So if you have a Windows tablet, if you have
Mac.
Anything that has a USB. So really we're talking about tens of millions, really hundreds of millions of computers in the last 15 years.
Wow, and like, this is what I always say too. It's like if you think oh, you know, I really need a new computer. I would get this first. I mean, you know, a flex payment is what, guys? $17.50. Heck, get it at home, try it out. If it doesn't clean it up and speed it up and make it kind of sparkly and new and fresh again, you can always send it back for your refund. But this is a special sale. Everything in my show is on sale. Everything is free shipping, and everything has flex pay on it. And I think this is a must-have. I really do. Because again, a lot of you say, I don't even know what my antivirus is. You know, maybe it's, you don't even know, right? A lot of people seriously don't know. So you're like, well, I hope it's running. Well, you get this at home and it's gonna do the really deep clean. It's like taking a broom and cleaning or using our Roomba Today special. That deep cleans. Your broom is just your typical antivirus that you hope is actually operating on whatever computer you're on right now. When you get this, now you not only clean the fluffy stuff, but we get the little teeny things that a typical broom is not gonna pick up. That's what this is gonna do for you. I think this other thing is brilliant too. Bring that old computer that's been, well, you know what also happens? A lot of us have photos on those old computers.
Yes, we do.
And they've been trapped on there because it won't turn, you know, the system won't turn on.
Exactly.
So if you're like me, and that's a big thing, we have videos and photos, we keep the computer only because we know there's stuff on there before even the cloud was invented.
That's the thing, it's like you wanna be able to access that. You don't wanna throw it away. This is the easiest way to bring that computer back to life. Now, the other piece too is that if you have a brand new computer, yes, you should still also get FixMeStick. We talk about how FixMeStick will speed up the computer, but if you love the speed of that new computer and you want to maintain that speed, this is essentially like getting a lifetime of oil changes for your car. You don't have to worry about paying it ever again. You just plug this in when you know your computer's running slow. Now, we're a family of 4. Most of us do it at least once a week, and we do it overnight. So that way, when we wake up the next morning, it's fast, it's fresh, it's clean, it is ready to go. You know when your computer's slowing down, it might be once a week, might be once a month, might be every other day. When you feel like, okay, this isn't running as fast as it should, that's when you run FixMeStick.
Wait, let me ask a question. What if you start getting some really funky stuff and you're like, oh, that doesn't look right? Well, should you run it then too?
Oh, absolutely.
That's like a red flag warning, right?
And if somebody has already stolen your passwords and stuff like that, like it's not going to retrieve that.
Sure.
However, it's going to prevent any more information. So change your passwords. If you get those shady emails, run FixMeStick right away because you never know what file that's in your computer, especially like this time of year. We're sharing files because like, oh, look, everybody came over for Christmas.
Here, look at
like, here's the photo. And then there is a photo and a virus attached to it. Like you might send me a photo.
Too?
It happens that fast.
You really don't think about it. All this stuff we keep sending back and forth to each other, and it's really easy. They become so advanced at being able to jump into your system. And again, as you said, that's a whole issue of just your private security information. And how often do you type in a credit card? Like, if you're watching HSN, chances are you've typed in a credit card a little bit. it, right? I mean, think about all the holiday shopping you just did.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and all the places you shopped at where you popped in your credit card. You just don't want to have that vulnerability.
Well, the scary thing is tens of millions of people are going to do their online taxes here in the next 3 months.
Of course.
So it's like you're all going to put that information.
That's the big stuff,
and
too,
your
because
medical
you have to
information,
put your Social Security in there.
Your family and everything else. So this is the easiest way to keep all that protected.
And it's on sale, guys. And remember, this is still the only place you can get lifetime.
Absolutely, yep.
If you buy this elsewhere, you pay a yearly fee on it. We're the only place you get a lifetime for 6 computers. And remember, that kind of start up the old clunky computer is available for any computer you have. You just plug it in and watch it come to life again, which is really kind of cool.
It's very simple.
Actually, really awesome. All right, so give me 30 seconds on the laptop. Why do we love this?
30 seconds, you love it because this is a 14-inch. This is really the sweet spot when it comes to laptops.
Hard to find.
Very difficult to find.